One. What is up, everybody? Welcome into the last episode of End Zone to End Zone for your off season. Next week, it'll be fantasy draft time for the AFCEastieBoys. You ready for that, Waffles?
Oh, I'm always ready for a fantasy draft. Whether it be a mock draft, real draft, whatever you want to do, we'll draft all day.
All day, baby. And we're going to be getting into some fantasy talk for you later on. But first, we're going to recap the Week 3 preseason, kind of go over some surprising things that may have happened, some upsets. You know, it's preseason, so I don't think any of it's really an upset, right? But
third stringers playing third stringers, finding out who's going to stay on the team.
Well, I mean, like, more upsets when you have first stringers not looking so great against, like, third stringers. That would be an upset. Hint, hint. But anyways, of course, DCC rolling around again. We're going to be taking donations for that, so don't forget, keep an eye on that in the near future. We also got that Gesicki photo autograph ready to go out to somebody as soon as we hit that 500k subscribers. All you got to do is share, like, and subscribe. And comments help too. Whoever shows this channel the most love, we're going to send that out to. You got any announcements, Waffles? I know you got like a special sale going on and stuff, right?
Yes, actually, on the Charlie's Choices Mercari sale, we're doing accepting all offers for the next 2 months. It's pretty wild. We got a lot of cool stuff on there, like for instance,
Bang,
Brett
bang.
Favre here.
Bang, bang.
And that's just one of the few items that I have listed that I can show today. But if you go check the site, I'm going to leave the link in the description below so that you can score something for yourself. Send me an offer. I'll accept it. I'll send it out tomorrow.
He's got all kinds of cool stuff, not just for the football fans, but for every fan. And his old lady, too, she crochets some cool stuff that they got. You can get on there as well. Handmade. One of a kind.
Literally handmade. I watched her do it. It took like 2 hours. It was kind of amazing.
And don't forget, you can also get your flags, your penalty flag and your challenge flag. No football fan can go through a season without those flags. Trust me, especially if you're the type of fan that gets angry and throws stuff at their television. These things are perfect to throw at your television, for sure. Ain't breaking that mofo. All right, so
yeah, and they're not heavy, so you can throw them at your kids too when they do stuff. You can throw the penalty flags at your kids.
pass interference, motherfucker.
Yeah, there you go. You already know.
All right.
Offensive, what is it? Roughing the passer.
All right, so we also have a little something different for you guys today. Instead of our intro video, I put together a quick little clip of some year one highlights with the AFCEastieBoys because it has been a year, and the AFCEastieBoys are going to have another big one. So enjoy, grab your snacks, and we'll be back afterwards. Some, that's for sure. He gets a pass to the left from Tua, about a 4-yard pass, and then he gets about another 16 yards. Yak to add to it. First down, Miami Dolphins. Let's effing go. Yeah. I had to kick Cat in the Hat out. He was fucking boring. I was
That's like a shield.
He didn't know it, but he was fucking boring. I had to kick him out. Tua under center. Let's fucking go. Mostert with the ball. Ooh, he juggles. He goes to the right. He's rushing. He's got a hole. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, and Buffalo gets the fucking ball back. Okay. This is why you gotta trade Raheem Mostert. I'm fucking telling you. Okay. Yeah, I'm fucking telling you to trade that motherfucker. And take that with me during the Jets game. And I hope his knee was down. I don't know if his knee was down before that ball came out. Oh my gosh, that's a clear fucking fumble. No way. Oh my god. Mostert.
And it comes off.
Oh, nice. No.
And it's got its
Anyways, draft's coming up. A lot of teams need QBs, and you need a job, you bum. Got any teams you hope don't take a QB?
Pretty cool.
Nope. You know, Matt, I have actually not put much thought into that. I have a lot going on right now, and it's just not. I'm not thinking about it. Not at all.
So maybe the Saints?
We're in the house, and the only reason I got this
Can't see the camera.
one, probably a field goal like the rest of the Patriots games have been, but the Jets are going to
Sometimes I do stuff just
and then
for
we
you.
start the 1 o'clock slate. They won with
Sometimes
Malik
I do
Willis
stuff
and
just
by
for you.
running the ball. Tennessee
I don't want them to
Titans.
see me holding that shit.
And then we got the Bears and the Colts. The ball, so he's kind of went run eccentric over there in the Chargers, and they got the Dolphins going to Seahawks. I got a lot of question marks. Not allowed to score in the second half, and we're gonna fix this season. Anyway, so the Panthers and the Raiders. This is, well, not a hard one to call.
I don't know. I may have to switch next year, I'm telling you, man. I can't go through the pain and suffering like this. This
Something
is rough.
serious.
This is a rough fucking year. Yes, it was indeed.
Anyways, yeah, so Cat and Hat here, Goel over there. We gonna break down Wild Card Weekend for you. We got a lot of games coming this
Goel in
weekend.
the
It's gonna be
house.
super exciting. We got some upsets for you.
I gotta show up and bring the fun, guys. You know this guy, Cat in the Hat, he boring. Boring.
Can you just be serious for once, Goel? I mean, we have some great games to talk about. Just for once, just let's be serious. Let's talk about some football. Can we do that?
Stout couple of games that they've been playing, but this is going to decide, right now who's going to be second place in the division. So I'm going Jets all the way. Jets, Jets for the win. We're taking it. With the Browns, the Giants have just been loser fest, and they're
Goel's never been serious.
0 wins, 3 losses. Moving on out of potential with Tua in questionable consideration. Even if they throw in a backup quarterback, they still got a lot of options for him to throw the ball to. They're not going to be as in sync as they were the last couple of weeks, and that's why I'm going with Seahawks over the Dolphins for
you. Now, there's a lot of homework that goes into this. We don't just look at stats and look at numbers. No, we take a lot of
Questionable
factors
consideration.
into consideration when picking these running backs for your fantasies. T. Tracy Jr. Now, I know a lot of you were saying, what, Cat? Are you seeing his first year ruling the backfield in Miami? He's going to be the number. My next running back on this list at number 3 is B. But, he's going to get the touchdowns. He's going to get the receptions. Trust me, if you get the chance to get him, you're number 1. None other than the king. That's right. Adam Sandler put this guy on a mission this year. This guy is going to literally put the Baltimore Ravens on him. The first guy, he gets past the first guy, it's probably going to turn into a touchdown. So he's 6 once we realize how he comes back off of this injury. He hasn't really had a full year. At your own risk. It could pay off, but...
Sunday at 3 p.m., we're going to have the high-flying Eagles putting their defense to the test against the Los Angeles Rams. Are pretty high scoring, led by Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and they're on a mission right now. They're trying to win another Super Bowl so Matthew Stafford can punch his ticket to the Hall of Fame, because without another Super Bowl, he might not make it there. But them Eagles this year, ooh, with Saquon Barkley, I don't know why he's not in MVP conversations with over 2,000 rushing yards on the season. Don't forget that little backwards hurdle he did back in week 8. Oh, it was amazing. So let's go. It's going to be a good one. Good battle between these two teams on the NFC side. Who's going to go to the NFC Championship? Fly, Eagles, fly.
It's going to be in Orchard Park, and it is going to be chilly. Forecast says it's going to be 12 degrees with a wind chill of -2. Derrick Henry pushing close to 2,000 yards. Lamar Jackson. That makes the team have over...
What's up, guys? Today we're going to give you our Week 12 picks.
Yeah, you heard him. Week 12 is in the house at the Dolphins.
Patriots.
You know who I'm going for. I think we need to find a new home for this guy. He's in the wrong house.
No.
Let's go, Dolphins.
Bro, this so far, still to this day, that honestly was my favorite one making.
he was so into it too at the time.
against you.
Yeah, of course. Like, I remember that day like it was yesterday. We went to breakfast that morning, McDonald's, and got pancake breakfast and stuff. He got the pancake breakfast and stuff, and we talked about it. We went through the games, and he gave me all his picks, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this. So we went home and we sat down and we were making it, and like it was fun, bro. I'm hoping this year I'll be able to get him back into some football, because he's definitely been, you've noticed, he's not been so football.
I mean, that's what we do here at the AFC Eastie Boys. We get our kids involved and let them have fun and enjoy the joys of football that we grew up and loved. There's a reason we love this game the way we do, and we want to pass that joy along to our kids. And that's what it's all about.
Your boy had a nice arm the other day throwing with us. He has some good passes.
Yeah,
Good
no, we
catches.
definitely have some fun. I got some clips of you and me playing some football that I'm gonna probably post later. I posted them on my Facebook already, but at the same time, I could throw them up here on YouTube for everyone else to see too. This man, I put him the ball and he blew right past me like, oh my God, hit me with a spin move that had me reeling.
But he was kicking the ball better than I was, for sure.
It was a Dolphins ball. I wanted to get that thing far away from me.
Oh, fair point. Fair point. I like it. I like it. Anyway, so yeah, so that was a recap. That was a little bit of a recap from year one with the AFCEastieBoys. I'm definitely gonna put together a much more lengthy one. Probably be about 30 minutes or so. That'll post up in the next month on our page, so you guys can check that out. But week 3 preseason in the books. We getting ready to go into the regular season. We got a week break. Of course, we're gonna put the fantasy football in that time frame in between it. But what'd you think of week 3?
Oh, week 3 had a lot of ups and downs. Like there's games I enjoyed watching, and there's recaps that I wanted to skip through them. They're so boring. Let's see. We had number one. My favorite game that I enjoyed was the Patriots and the Giants. New York Giants running amok on them, 42-10. Patriots looked like they were just they looked like such garbage. They didn't have anything together. The run game, the pass game, it was a beauty to watch.
I mean, of course, it's third
But I guess that puts
strings
something
and
towards the
stuff,
Giants
but
too.
Jackson Dart looked very phenomenal. I think he had a near perfect game, if I'm not correct, and 3 touchdowns to boot on that. Hold on, I got the stats here in front of me. I wasn't ready for him come out like right off the rip.
Yeah, I just got the scores, 42-10.
Yeah. Oh no, it was Tommy DeVito, not Jackson Dart. It was Tommy DeVito. Went 17 for 20, 198 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, the total offense produced 431 yards.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know, bro. That's not the defense that we're gonna see in the regular season from the Patriots.
That's true too.
It is a good sign to know that if some of their starters get injured, though, their backups aren't that great.
Right? There you go. Take them out at the beginning of the season. We'll be good to go all season. Keep them at the bottom of the bracket. Sorry, Pats fans. We don't like you on top anymore.
No, not the Bills either. But until Josh Allen leaves, we might have to deal with that.
Unfortunately,
deal with that.
The Bills ended up beating Tampa 23-19. Speaking of the Bills winning,
Yeah.
In Tampa, no less.
Yeah. They squeaked that one away. But I don't think Josh Allen or James Cook played at all during preseason, if I'm not mistaken. The Ravens.
I don't think so.
The Ravens went 3-0 in the preseason. They're also undefeated, just like the Dolphins, except they actually won all 3 games. They beat the Commanders 30-3. Not the real special. There was Keon Martin returned an interception for a touchdown, and then their kicker Tyler Loop was pretty accurate. including a 61-yarder. Browns barely beat the Rams with a good showing from Joe Flacco. I think he had a perfect game with a touchdown. I think he was like 8 for 8. Hold on, let me look for it. I got the notes here. I'm pretty sure he went 8 for 8. No, 9 for 10. Okay, with a 129.6 QB rating. Dylan Gabriel went 12 for 19 and 129 yards. And it looks like Shedeur Sanders has basically lost. Like, he's not going to be the backup quarterback. We already know Joe Flacco is going to be the starter over there. I don't like this vest. We already know Joe Flacco is going to be the starter over there. I'm probably going to give this to you so you can sell it. It's double-sided.
You don't like the vest?
Nah, feels weird. It's too poofy. It's probably...
Too puffy?
Yeah, too poofy. It's double-sided, though. It's gray on the other side. Also has a dolphin logo, so...
Heard that his worn vest by an AFC Eastie Boy is going to be posted on Mercari in the next week and a half.
If you want, I can
Charlie's
sign,
Choice Collectibles.
If you want, I can sign it.
From his back to your closet.
If you want, I can sign it. It might be worth some money one day. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe if I...
I'd probably prefer if you didn't sign it, but...
Like, no, don't sign it. Don't sign it. Okay, I got you. I won't sign it.
Go ahead and sign it in invisible ink so I can...
I'll sign the tag. All right, so yeah, so...
There you go.
And then... So, Shedeur probably lost a job over there as far as starter goes, unless Dylan Gabriel doesn't perform well.
I heard someone else recently lost a job by the name of Sanders.
No, he didn't lose. I was going to wait till we got to the Dolphins to break the news, but he got injured. He has a leg injury, and he's going to be out for a couple weeks, yes. So basically the first month of the season, we won't have Sanders.
That's good to know, but that's not the Sanders I was talking about.
Oh.
I was talking about Shiloh Sanders.
Right.
Bro. When tempers start to flare, you can't pop off in a game. You're in front of a camera, dude. What a mistake.
Who was it to let him go? Pittsburgh? I think it was Pittsburgh.
I'm not sure.
I could be mistaken. Either Pittsburgh or Arizona. I know he was undrafted.
From Tampa Bay, he punched the Bills.
Okay.
Zach Davidson.
Good stuff. Man.
Well, he slapped his helmet, allegedly.
Leave it up to them Bills to cry about something. I bet they called OSHA, didn't they? It's too hot down here in Florida.
Well, I mean, he got ejected immediately from the game, and then he lost a lot of cred with his endorsements, and finally gets and what does it say? Urgent plea after Buccaneers released him. Yeah, he's going through some stuff right now. Unfortunately, that's things that happen that, you can't let your tempers flare up on the field like that. I know emotions are high, but it's preseason, dude. Calm down.
I don't know.
No sense to get all fired up.
I think Bills had OSHA on speed dial. They were literally on the side.
They were like, he's harassing our players. He's throwing a little tantrum. We need to get him out of here.
It's too hot in Florida. All right, the Texans beat the Lions 26-7. Like, nothing really special went on there. It was just kind of one second string being better than another second string situation. 49ers beat the Chargers 30-23. We could say that the pick six by Curtis Robinson was probably what turned the tide for 49ers. Cardinals beat the Raiders. No surprise there, and we're gonna get into that once we get to the fantasy football section. because I got some bad news for a lot of you, ladies and gentlemen, that want to draft a certain player pretty high. Yeah, bad news. Bad news.
Bad news.
42-10, Giants over Patriots. It was just like a slugfest over there from the Giants side, not so much the Patriots side. I just wanted to say that again.
I guess we could talk some of the close games. Rams and Browns, 17-19. We also had Jets and the Eagles, also 17-19.
Did you get to watch that game?
No, unfortunately, I did not get to watch that game. I did watch some of the highlights, and it looks like, from my point of view, the Jets got wiped for the first 3 quarters, and they didn't score anything but 3 points until the fourth quarter when they finally started rallying a comeback. But it was too little too late, and the Eagles had already secured the victory by then. It was just a matter of running out the clock. It was upsetting to watch the highlights. Looked good football from the Eagles side of the ball, but not so good on the Jet side, just like every year.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys have higher upside this year, I feel like, than you did last year, more so based on the fact that you'd be run-centric with an okay passing quarterback, more run-centric than passing. To whereas last year you were like a run team, but you had a pass-centric quarterback. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I think it'll gel. Like guys started gelling towards the end of the season last year. It was just like in the beginning there was
Just like they started gelling towards the end of the game.
yeah.
But that's with our backups in there at that point. That was Cook and Adrian Martinez started getting a little bit of a fire going near the end of the game.
Dolphins game, I mean, we could talk about it. There's not a whole lot to talk about. 14-6, like some would say, well, it was second and third stringers, okay, but like when our first stringers are out there, they literally didn't allow any points on the board. Like when our first stringers are out there. So it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but it's like if I put them out there with first stringers, that 0 points might turn into 14 points. Then we scored 14 points. So it was like now we go into overtime and it's a coaching win right there. You know what I'm saying? So our defense did really good. Opened the game with a chop sack, just right to open the game, straight up the middle, untouched, fucking plants the quarterback on his ass, lays the axe down just to start the game. And then it was like they got a first down. They got a couple first downs because the quarterback was able to scramble and get the first downs, but then kick it away. Tua took 3 drives before he could score. It was not very pretty, to say the least, at all. In fact, it was rather ugly looking. The run game wasn't looking good. The passing game wasn't looking good. One thing that I did notice, though, and I do got to give Tua props and kudos for this, he did take 2 hits and got back up and looked okay and got back out there and didn't let it rattle him.
No concussion?
No concussion. So that was a plus for him on that. I did notice they were using Malik Washington a lot in the first couple series. He got the touchdown on the third drive. That showed me that Malik Washington is probably our clear wide receiver 3. He showed that he has the chemistry with Tua Tagovailoa. So I'm pretty sure like you can go ahead and mark him up as wide receiver 3. Devon A-Chain, wide receiver 4, RB1. And then you got NWI. I mean, I don't want to go through the whole 53-man roster like everyone else is. It's like being a weatherman, bro. Like, you're going to be right somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, a weatherman is always right somewhere. Like, us trying to predict the 53-man roster, honestly, like, it's fun, it's cool, it's interesting, but it's really a waste of time.
It's more of just trying to glorify or guess at who's gonna make it. You know what I mean? You know the guaranteed people. Who's on the chopping block? We know it's not Tua. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll be there.
Even if people want it to be Tua, like we know it's not gonna be, you know. So at the end of the day, we won the game 14-6. Like it was good enough. Our defense did its job. Our offense did okay. Like I said, it's gonna be this year. Our defense is gonna hold us in the games. We've already made cuts. Mike Hilton's gone. McKenzie's gone. Sanders is out for 4 weeks. Jason Sanders, our kicker. So we're going to have to look for a kicker. We're definitely going to have to look for a kicker for the first month of the season. And then
I could raise my hand and be like, I could punt it.
punt it. Last year there
I
was
don't. I've never tried kicking a field goal. Actually,
last year there was a guy that was like sitting outside the stadium, I think, for like during the last off season with signs saying that he'll kick for free. Where's that guy at? Let's bring him in. Where's that guy at? I'm calling you. I remember you from last year, bro. You were out there all off season long. Where you at? Go up there. Go get you a job.
I remember one time in front of the stadium. I think they had field goal kicks that you could do. You could do like drop kicks to see if you could score a field goal. They had like a line of people doing them.
Yo, I wouldn't. I would love
Was,
to like.
was that scouting? Y'all were scouting?
I would love to get the opportunity to go to one of those Ohio State games where Pat McAfee be there, letting like people try that kick for that $100,000. I would.
Oh
Try
yeah,
it.
that'd be cool.
I would. I probably wouldn't make it, but I'll try it. I'll get
It's
up there.
okay. It would be an honor just to be there.
I know, right? Speaking of Pat McAfee, Matt McAfee,
Matt McAfee,
we
we're
we
calling you out.
we got some good likes on it, but we got a lot of hate on it too, man. People I guess didn't like it, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't think they think I look like him.
I definitely don't look like Aaron Rodgers.
But that's okay. That's what it's called, impressionists. We're doing impressions of people to flatter them. They should be, happy that we're doing impressions of them. It's not in a bad way. We're not slandering them.
No.
Maybe Rogers.
Well, I mean, it was all factual stuff. It was just
Yeah,
presented differently.
gonna go read a book, in a cave.
A dark one.
Dark one.
I am working on the script for the next one though, and it's
Ooh, is that the Matt McAfee Returns?
yeah, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good one. We actually gotta get costumes together for that one though.
Costumes.
Yeah, I think
I'm,
I think
I'm the
there might-
costume king, dude.
I think there might be some other Matt McAfee cast members that might make an appearance.
Excellent. That could be good.
So before we get into the fantasy football stuff though, Mondays, like we got to talk about it. Like I know next Monday is our draft for our league, so that'll be live. We'll probably go live for that 8:30 because the draft will start at 9. So, but then after that, like, are we gonna do nights? Like, are we gonna do nights and segue into football, or do we want to do mornings on Mondays?
I mean, we could do mornings, but it would have to be after. We could do like 8:30,
I think
like 8:39.
I think 8:30 would be too early. I don't know, maybe because like I guess my kids will be at school. 8:30, yeah, 8:30 probably would work.
That's what I'm saying. Because we're gonna go about an hour, 8:30 to 9:30, and then go about our day from 10 on.
Yeah, well, it might be more than an hour because don't forget we're gonna need to be doing our weekly picks
True.
on Mondays because
Depending.
End zone. If you guys haven't been here for an end zone to end zone during the season, we give you our weekly picks. We break down the weekend for you, every game, all the highlights, and I'm gonna be more in tuned. I've definitely learned how to use the software a lot better, so we'll be able to bring you actual highlights and cool shit.
Don't agree with it?
A lot better.
That's too bad.
Like and subscribe
He's gotten
anyways.
way better than I
Like
can
and
do.
subscribe anyways.
I doubt that. I think if you put in more effort, you can definitely give me a run for my money. For sure. I had to throw up the
Maybe. You've had more time with the software, so you know how to manipulate it a little bit better than I do. But all good.
I mean, true, but you can learn how to use AI to do the software part quicker than I learned how to work the software. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can manipulate AI to make the AI do what you want it to do. Like, learning how to manipulate the AI would take less time than learning the software. If that makes sense.
Maybe.
Anyways, so fantasy football is right around the corner, and we want to help you guys build your fantasy league. And we have the perfect strategy for you to win your league in 2025. And it mainly has to do with quarterbacks, your kicker, and your defense. And why do I say that? Because you need to throw them out the window.
Don't draft them.
Throw them out the window. If you can't, listen, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, I mean, they're great. They're going to get you 25 plus points a week if they stay healthy when they're on the field. But you got to draft them in the first round, second round. Some leagues, if you're in a beginner league, you can probably scoop them in the third round. And I say that's where their value is. But second round or first round, way too high. I can go get me a wide receiver or a running back at that position in round 1 or round 2 that's going to for sure get me 25 plus points a week and also have more variety to choose from. You can get you a solid quarterback in the late rounds, 7, 8, that's going to put up 20 points consistently every week. Or you can do another strategy to where you play week to week. That's how I run some of my leagues. You draft your quarterback, your kicker, and your defense week to week based on who they're playing that week.
Doing well.
The only quarterbacks that I approve this year of actually picking inside the top 2 would be Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. And here's why. Not just the run game, but the actual utilization with the players on the field. And the only way you should take these 2 quarterbacks within the top 2 rounds is if you can pair them. Jalen Hurts, if you can get Saquon Barkley in round 1, Jalen Hurts in round 2, and then wait round 4 or 5 and get Devontae Smith, that's a good trio. You're shaking your head no that it's too much, right? It's too much of one team. But that's 3 positions, right? I'm gonna show
That's 3 positions, but at the same time, your bye week is going to wreck your entire team.
Well, you're going
to have to throw 3 randos in as replacements. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's not possible and it can't be done. I'm just saying it's not as easy as you think. I did the exact same thing last year with Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, and Jaquan Jennings at one point. And literally the next week was their bye week, and I could do nothing. I had to bench all 3 of them and play my backups, and my backups were not up to par.
Right. But week 9, that's why you draft your backup. That's That's why you draft your backup. See, here's a sleeper for you guys that you guys aren't going to realize. And you don't have to draft this guy because he's not going to start the season. But Jackson Dart, by week 6, will be starting in New York. You pick him up. He's your bye week quarterback. And you move on your way.
You think they're going to pass on Wilson that quickly?
I think it's going to be rough sledding for Russell Wilson, yeah. I mean, he doesn't have the type of receivers over there to be able to moonball. And we already know Russell Wilson, everything inside 10 he's good at, and everything beyond 50 he's good at. But it's like all that in between stuff, it's like questionable. I do think he loses a job over there.
Okay, I can see that. Wilson's job is kind of up for grabs. They brought him in on like a 1-year contract just to make sure they had a veteran.
And Wilson's not the only one that's going to be available. You're going to have either Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, or Shedeur Sanders available. And they'll be good enough to get you through a week. Especially if it's Joe Flacco still slinging the rock over there in Cleveland. Like, they don't have a lot of weapons. Like, they're not a great team, but he can give you 18 points.
Maybe they make completions. Basically, they can rack up some yards for you.
He gets a touchdown.
Like I said, I didn't say it was impossible to do to have 3 of your main squad be on the same team. But take it from me, I've done it before. It doesn't pan out the way you think it's going to. That bye week always ends up screwing you, and most of the time, it's an important game that you need to win, and your main squad is sitting on your bench riding a bye week.
Well, that's why you hit that like and subscribe, and you pay attention, because I'm sitting here giving you ways to beat that, giving you ways to win. You want your running back for that week? T. Tracy Jr. Same team. He'll be available. He fell all the way to the 8th round.
Who's that?
T. Tracy Jr. He's going to get you 21.
Oh, yeah.
21 points a game this year, and you can get him in the 8th round as a running back. He's not even
sometimes.
He's not even the first 2 running backs you've already chose. Like, he's way down there. Now you have that as an option for a bye week.
And that's another thing I wanted to mention. When you're doing your drafts and everything, like he said, throw the quarterback, the kicker, the defense out the window. You don't even want to think about drafting them until like you're basically done with your draft. You can put it on autopilot and let it pick a quarterback for you, to be honest. But at the same time, you want to be drafting running backs and wide receivers out the wazoo from the first 5-6 rounds, just to A, take them away from your opponents, B, fill your roster so that you don't have to worry when you come to these bye weeks where teams are out, and you can just pull and plug 2 of the best players in the league right back in. You can switch them up and switch them out, wide receivers and flex. That's 5 positions on your team every week that you should be getting at least 20 points from. So that's 100 points in running backs and wide receivers that you should be drafting way before you even think about the little measly 20 points that your quarterback's going to bring you.
And even less for kicker and defense.
And way less for, well, some kickers get pretty good stats. I've seen some kickers with 20 points plus.
Yeah, but like you can find that kicker,
making them 50-yarders.
You can find that kicker playing week to week, man. Like, but let's not get too deep into the defense and the kickers right now. Yeah, so like there's only a couple quarterbacks that like you should be drafting before round 7, to be honest. Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, and like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, they're gonna go early. But I'm out as far as round 2 and round 1 goes. I already told you how I look at Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. It's kind of the opposite for me with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, because if you look at their teams, like they're more centered around that quarterback. It's kind of like back in the day with Tom Brady. You never really knew who he was passing to. You can't really pair him with nobody. They're kind of like a solo a solo player. So that's why like pairing your quarterback with a receiver or a receiving back is so important, because now you're getting 10 points per touchdown. You're getting 1.25 points per yard as far as receiving goes.
Right. And whether the quarterback throws one to your running back or to one of the receivers on the field, you're still getting points for it.
Um,
Don't get me down. Check downs are amazing, especially when they turn into touchdowns.
yeah, for sure. Evade a few blocks, make a few jukes, and boop, boop, gone.
Boom.
I see Devon A-Chain doing that a few times this year. You know who else I'm out on this year? You already mentioned him once tonight. He was one of your playmakers last year, or so you thought. Christian McCaffrey.
No idea.
Christian
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. I'm out. I don't know how he's going to come
Too
back.
risky.
Too risky. Like, yes, the upside is there, but you have to get him in round 1. Like, you're getting him in round 1, and he's the type of player that can either win your league or lose your league. Because, like, if you draft him in round 1, you're playing him every week that he's healthy and on the field. Like, you're going to play him hoping that he goes back to his 30-plus points a game, which he's totally capable of doing. But it's like, are you willing to take that gamble? Are you willing to take that gamble? That's the question.
No.
I'm not.
He's gonna sit on somebody else's bench.
That's right. I don't trust it. I want to give it another year, and maybe we'll readdress him in 2026. That's why he got my honorable mention, because it's just like,
Yeah, if he shows up and proves us wrong, then obviously, foot in mouth. But
and I hope that's the
until
case.
then,
Honestly, I hope that's the case for the dude, because he's a cool young dude. But like, it's the same with Tua right now. It's like, dude, you got to show me. I'm not drafting you in any of my leagues, not even as like a possible backup.
don't forget to drink your water, everybody.
Drink your water. Another player I'm out on. Number 7. Las Vegas Raiders. Number 2, he was the number 1 overall pick, right? No, 3. Ashton Genty. No, he was the
Genty,
4th.
not taking a chance on Genty.
Because Abdul Carter was 3rd.
Unproven.
Not taking a chance on Genty, not just because he's a rookie running back, but if you go and you look at their schedule this year, they have one of the toughest schedules out there. New coach.
Got to put the new guy through his paces.
New owner over there. Geno Smith at quarterback. Like, they don't have a lot of receivers over there. Like, the defense.
I don't know, man.
Christian Wilkins is gone. I'm gonna pull their schedule back up, but I'm telling you,
I think
bro,
Pete Carroll is going to work him like he did Marshawn Lynch.
No.
And he's not going to make the same mistakes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Work him like Marshawn Lynch. They're gonna run him into the ground.
Run him into beast mode. Make him go do commercials and for freaking Snickers.
Hold on. Let me read you off their schedule, bro. I looked at their schedule today, and let me read you off their schedule, and then you tell me what you think, and if you think that he's first round worthy. Because this is where he's going. If you want him, he's going in the first round. Alright, so they start week 1 against the Patriots in New England. Not so bad, but still going to be a pretty tough defense. And then they play the Chargers at home. They lost Bosa, so not that bad of a defense. But then they play the Commanders. And then the Chicago Bears. Defense is getting harder. That defensive line is getting harder. And they play the Colts. So, like, the first 5 games aren't so bad. So, hopefully he can, like, get his feet under him. He's going to look really good in the beginning. Like, he will look decent in the beginning. He'll probably have a couple 100-yard-plus games in that mix. But then the struggle really starts to happen. The Titans, they always have a good defense. the Chiefs, and then they get a bye week. And they play the Jaguars, and then the Broncos, and then the Cowboys, and then the Browns, then the Chargers again, the Broncos, the Eagles, the Texans, and then the Giants and the Chiefs. So I see a lot of games where he's going to be getting held under 100 yards rushing. He's going to be getting hit hard, real physical, like the Chiefs. Chris Jones put in work. The Texans, they got a hard defense. The Philadelphia Eagles, we've seen what they did to Patrick Mahomes last year. Broncos,
Ouch.
yeah. I mean, and they play the Broncos twice. They play the Chiefs twice. The Chargers twice. Browns. Like, they got a tough schedule. I don't think he's top draft worthy. I mean, it's like the first couple weeks might look good for him, but I think when it matters at the end of the season, he's not going to be your number one running back. He's already going to have so much usage by that point. He's going to be so worn down. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he turns out like Derrick Henry and he like fires up in that second half of the season.
It's amazing to see him above Derrick Henry on this list, to be fair.
I know, right? Derrick Henry, a proven back that's just only has reasons to surpass what he did last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea why Derrick Henry is ranked at 11, 12, and 14. Like, it makes no sense. Couple players I'm high on. You can draft this guy in the 8th round as one of your, I'll wait till the end quarterback to pick, because the team itself may not look good win-wise and like all around, but the player himself is going to produce. He's going to be forced to produce. He's going to be a leader on the field. He's already shown it. He showed it at the U when he was there. That's right. Cam Ward, number 1 overall pick. He could be a quarterback for you that'll be consistent this year. And he's going to be forced to be consistent this year because it's the Tennessee Titans, and there's not a whole lot going on there. Like, they're not going to win a lot of games, but he's still going to put up some points. And he's a quarterback that you can pick up late, or you can pick him. You can stream him.
You could probably get him off a waiver wire.
That's what I'm saying. You could stream him. Like, pick him up when you need him for this week. Oh, your quarterback went down. Go pick up Cam Ward. Use him for a week or two, drop him back off when you're done with him, and he'll still be there. Maybe, unless he like really takes off.
Still be there.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna give you those guys that are gonna help you during your bye weeks, during your injury weeks. Tight ends was another thing I wanted to talk about, because tight ends, like, even a top 3 tight end is not worth a round 4 or 5 pick. Like, you shouldn't be picking your tight end until 7, 8, 9, round 10 maybe. And you can still get a good one. Here's one that you can wait all the way till the end of your draft and get. Zach Ertz, last year, 9 touchdowns, 88 receptions, 104 yards. Is he going to get a dip this year because of Deebo Samuel? Yeah. But for a tight end that you can pick up late that will consistently get you 10 to 12 points, you don't have to pick in the 3rd, 4th, or 5th round a guy like Kelsey who's going to get you 12 points consistently. What's the difference? And speaking of Kelsey and Mark Andrews, well, I kind of have to drop Mark Andrews off of this conversation because Isaiah Likely is out for the first 6 weeks. So Mark Andrews...
So it's definitely going to make him be forced to produce as well.
Correct. But I did feel like going into this season, I did feel like Mark Andrews is kind of going to get that Travis Kelce role from last year. How you seen like the Chiefs not really use Kelce too much through the regular season. They kind of saved him for the playoffs. And then that's where he got most of the usage from. But I mean, he's still gonna produce. He'll still get you probably 8 or 9 touchdowns through the year. But it's gonna be so sporadic that it's gonna be tough to know when to play him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I'm saying like you shouldn't draft a player like that in the 4th or 5th round, because like he's not a player you can put in every week knowing he's gonna get 20 points. It might be this week. It might be next week. It might be he might have 5-point games for 2 weeks in a row and then have a 20-point game. You know what I'm saying? Same with Mark Andrews. But Isaiah Likely is the new tight end over there in Baltimore. And especially now that Zay Flowers is gone as well. You got D-Hop, Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson, Rashad Bateman.
And we all know Bateman's a ball dropper.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think D-Hop is going to thrive in this offense. And that's another player that you can get way late, bro, that's going to come out. He's a sleeper. You can wait till the end to grab that guy. He's a sleeper.
He's an old school veteran who's a little bit past his prime, trying to rekindle his glory days. Don't get me wrong, the man can still play, but it's like a Toby Keith song. He ain't as good as he once was.
Ain't as good
But
as
he's
he
as good once.
was.
But he's as good once as he ever was. So like, you know what I mean? He's there. He's there as an option if you need him.
So,
and he'll be there when the draft is over.
So like and
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
Like and subscribe for more AFC Eastie Boys insights.
Like and subscribe anyways.
Draft right, everybody. We want you guys to win. Your winning is our winning.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Unless you're in our league, in which case your winning is not our winning. It's our losing. But winning. I think.
We'll give them fake good news. Good advice. I don't know. You got anybody that you're out or in on for this year?
If I'm looking at this squad of people, I'm out on Davante Adams. Don't get me wrong. He was a target friendly with Rodgers, but that was because they're good friends. Like, what do you expect? It to me, it took away from Garrett Wilson, and now that he's back with the Raiders, that's just more problems. Pete Carroll's going to put his. He's with the Rams. Yeah, he's with the Rams in LA. And with all the uncertainty around Matt Stafford, I don't think that that's going to pan out well.
Okay, that's a good argument. I mean, I'm on the other side of the fence on that one because I know I've already talked to you about how I feel like Puka Nacua and Davante Adams are going to be the #1 receiving duo in the league this year. But that really is dependent on Matthew Stafford and how he handles the back situation. Like, the doctor said that it's not that bad, but it's also, like, to the point where it's, like, one wrong move could be the end of it. So, it's going to be, like, kind of how us Dolphin fans watch Tua every week. That's how Ram fans are going to be watching Matthew Stafford this year. Is, like, is this hit going to end it? You know what I mean? And then,
is this his last hit?
Yeah, and their backup quarterback is not going to be able to sling the ball like Matthew Stafford to the likes of Puka Nacua and Davante Adams. So, like, I have Puka Nacua as one of my receivers in one of my leagues, and I'm really dependent on Matthew Stafford staying healthy. Because if not, like, his value
diminishes.
I'll be requesting a trade real quick. Real quick.
But that being said, one that I'm in on 100, Malik Neighbors. Like, he's gonna have himself a year in New York. The Giants know how to use him. He did great last season. He's gonna do fantastic this season with whether it's Russell Wilson, Tony DeVito, or Dart. It doesn't matter. He's gonna be out there catching that ball.
Yeah, he's going to be a #1 target Over there for sure. I mean, T. Tracy Jr. is going to eat into some of his production this year, but like he's still the clear-cut number one receiver, and they don't have like another receiver on their squad that's even like challenging for that number one. So that might be the one thing that hurts them is when they play good defenses, but like they have a pretty favorable schedule this year. To whereas that
Yeah,
is
the double teams won't affect him as much.
exactly. They have a very favorable schedule. I honestly wouldn't mind picking up any um, Giants receivers or T. Tracy Jr. this year, just because like they have a favorable schedule, and like even though their record may not be winning, they're still gonna produce points. You know, if two bad teams put up 44 points on each other because defenses suck, like that's good for a fantasy owner. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyone else you out on?
I'm gonna say out on Chris Olave,
I can
wide receiver in New Orleans.
can definitely get down on that for sure. Don't know who's going to be slinging that rock. Tyler Show and Sam Rattler both kind of look like they're going to be battling all year long for that. That's why Alvin Kamara, get him in round 4 or 5. He's going to be good value.
And then what I'm actually kind of excited to see is CD Lamb and George Pickens fighting over the number one spot in Dallas. That's going to be
exciting for sure.
drama. It's going to be drama.
Speaking of Dallas, like I guess Minka Parsons is the only one that still hasn't got his contract updated. Scary Terry got his done today, 3 years, $96 million. Trey Hendrickson a couple hours ago got his. He got a $15 million raise for this year, so no extension, just like extra money. And then yeah, Minka's the only one left.
I don't think Jerry Jones is going to let him get away, though. He's going to pay him the money.
Yeah, he did the same thing with Dak and CeeDee Lamb last year. It was like they'll get the money. Minka knows he's going to get the money. It's all just a fiasco because the Dolphins are stealing all the bad media limelight, so they have to keep themselves relevant.
Spread it around.
Somehow. I'm telling you, man, the Miami Dolphins are the new Dallas Cowboys, bro. Always in the media.
More drama.
Always in the media, but not for the right reasons.
Hey, I mean, they say any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah. Call our team soft so we can get not soft.
Y'all soft. Soft Dolphins down there in Florida sweating it out at 101-degree practices.
You got other teams
soft
calling OSHA. And we soft. I'll never live that down, man.
And what the hell was he thinking, bro? You gonna punch a helmet? You're gonna break your damn hand. I'm sorry, but like that's just dumb. Like stupid moves. Exactly. Like turning around literally punching a helmet. Like
oh,
I'm so mad. I'm gonna break my fingers against your helmet.
Oh man, you made me forget what I was gonna say, but that was good. Punching a fucking helmet.
That's not how you do it.
Hold on.
You catch him in the parking lot after practice, you know what I'm saying? That's how you do it.
For real, yo. Gotta learn.
Hands off, motherfucker.
These young cats gotta learn, man. So, fantasy draft.
He learned.
Fantasy draft next Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into the main chat. Let everybody know it's gonna be 9 p.m. Next Monday.
So 9 p.m. Monday, Labor Day.
Labor Day. Do you think we should put it Saturday? I gotta work Saturday though. Like I need to work Saturday night. Is what I'm saying.
I was just gonna say, I'm like, you need to work Saturday night because I think that's what most of the people were expecting was Saturday night.
I mean, like, I can work during the day Saturday. It's just I would make more money at night.
I understand that. Saturday night is a time to make money.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll talk more about it in the coming days. I was just thinking that we just knock it out on the Monday and it kind of doubles as our show. But I'm totally down for going
Don't get me
live
wrong.
more often.
I'm down for whatever. I'm just looking out for everyone else that may not be watching this or may not be tuning in. Some people are slacking.
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 Okay, I'll figure it out. I'll work it out. We can do it Saturday night for sure. So that means we'll probably go live sooner than that. Then 8 o'clock. Bullshit.
Yeah, so we can go live and then go into the draft. We'll even do like a countdown thing.
Yeah. I'll work on a video and shit for it. Cool intro. Maybe if I can get a hold of the recap video from last year's like ESPN, the fantasy thing, like they did like a recap video. I don't know if you watched any of it. Oh. Well, yeah, they did like a cool recap video of the league. I think I shared it in the chat too, but anyways, I'll go see if I can find that and put that into the intro. It was kind of cool. It showed like big games and like I don't know, it was kind of cool. I thought it's like, wow, you guys actually had AI put some effort into our little league.
A little celebration league for each person.
Yeah.
I didn't win very much last year, so it was like
I know we were both.
congratulations, you won week 7, and congratulations, you won week 16.
That's because you went. That's because you did the team heavy method and it didn't work out for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like
It didn't work out.
That whole team sucked. But like, if you go that team heavy method with the Eagles, like if you would have did that with Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and Devontae Smith last year, you think you would have fucking lost? Answer that
I'm gonna
question.
fight you.
Answer that question.
I'm gonna fight you.
Answer that fucking question.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you in the streets.
I know where to find
No,
you.
Probably not.
Exactly. That's
Probably
what I'm saying.
not.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, yes, you're right, but at the same time, like, you can. There's a very select few that you can do that with. Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Devontae Smith, because you're not going to be able to get.
Don't risk it. You're not him. You're not that guy.
You're not going to be able to get AJ Brown. If you can somehow, like, you would have to go round 1 Saquon Barkley. You'd have to be the first 1 or 2 picks. You'd have to be pick 2. And then, which means you're probably not going to get AJ Brown in round 2. You'd have to get.
I can't even say pick 2 because the guy in our league pick 1, pick Barkley off rip, number 1 draft pick.
Barkley, right? But like, if you look at the draft order, most leagues are taking Jamar Chase number 1. Most leagues are taking Jamar Chase number 1, and then number 2 has been a mixture of Barkley, Justin Jefferson. Bijan Robinson I've seen, Jahmyr Gibbs I've seen. Who was the other one? There was another receiver. I can't think of his name.
CeeDee Lamb or Puka Nacua.
CeeDee Lamb. So those 5 I've seen.
And don't get me wrong, those are all top 3 wide receivers and running backs.
Yeah. So.
But you're not going to get both of them in any league.
But you know what winning trio you can get and be successful with? The likes of
What trio is that?
The likes of Jaden Daniels, Scary Terry, and Deebo Samuel. Or if you don't want to go quarterback and 2 wide receivers, you can go Jaden Daniels, Deebo Samuel, Zach Ertz, or you can go Austin Eckler. If you want the stats, I can give you the stats on them.
Who's the running back?
Eckler. And Brian Thomas Jr.
Austin Eckler?
Yeah, and Brian Thomas Jr.
I could see that being okay. But even then, like I said, bro,
Your
your bye week's gonna
your bye
suck.
week sucks because it's late. Also, that's the only bad part about them is like their bye week is in week 12, and that's late. So you have a lot of other teams that are also in bye week that week. Like the Dolphins are going to be in bye week. Others are going to be in bye week as well. So that's
So
the
you're
only.
gonna hit that week, and you're gonna be like, "Let me plug in my backup." Oh shit,
Oh
my backup is
shit!
also on a bye week.
Yeah, yeah, but that's part of it, and that's where you would go and pick up Cam Ward because he'll be there.
For your quarterback. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
But that's why you gotta get all them running backs and wide receivers early because you don't want anybody else to have them. It's already bad enough that your let's see your third pick is the 29th or 30th selection. So you've already gone through 30 names before you get your third pick.
Yeah, in a 12-man league, yeah.
And yeah,
So yeah, like your first 6 or 7 wide receiver and running backs, you should be loading down because those are your money positions.
they are gonna go quick.
And like honestly, like I would do. You're in a 12-man league. You probably have what 15, 16 rounds to draft. So 8 rounds. Your first 8 rounds, you're safe going wide receivers and running backs. That way you have your depth and you have your options. Um,
Yes, that way you got your full roster and 2 backups.
Now, defense and kickers, you got to draft them. You got to have the spots for them to be able to place. But like these are your last 2 picks, and pay attention to week 1. Just pay attention to week 1. Know like what kicker and what defense you're gonna grab that you know is gonna be there. Just go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 down because you know other people are gonna go ahead and draft them early because they're not watching us. They don't know to not draft their kicker and their defense before the end of the draft. They're gonna draft. They're gonna draft Buffalo Bills or who's the number 1 defense going off the board right now. They're gonna draft them in round 10 instead
They're
of.
gonna draft Tyler Bass.
They're gonna draft them in round 10 instead of waiting to the end. You know what I mean? Where you could be. That's where you're drafting your quarterback is round 10, and you're drafting a
Yeah, they're
quarterback
gonna
that's
draft.
gonna be consistent for you, get you 20+ points a week. Just like that
Like,
quarterback.
don't get me wrong. You want a kicker that's on a team that scores, not a kicker that's on a team that's always kicking field goals. The field goals can be good for your kicker, but it's not good
No,
for your fantasy team.
no, it's the other way around. You want them kicking the field goals. You want them kicking the field goals. They get the points for the field goals. 3 points per.
You get
And
points
that's
for
just
extra points too.
yeah. They only get 1 point per extra point. So
Stack up them 1 points. They score 5 touchdowns. That's 5 points.
you kick 2 field goals. That's 6 points.
Only if you make them.
This is why you. This is why you followed AFCEastieBoys because I'm not gonna let you pick a kicker that's not gonna make a kick and get you 19 points. Okay?
Don't pick a kicker that's on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pick Jason Sanders for the first 4 weeks because he's out.
Don't pick backup kickers. You know?
Don't pick backup kickers. Don't do that. Definitely don't do that. Go without a kicker.
Don't pick a punter as your kicker.
Don't be scared to go without a defense if you can't find a good defense. Don't be scared to leave that spot open and just take the 0. Because I'll tell you what,
Zeros are better than negative points.
it is. There's been weeks where I played no defense. I know in the beginning when I first started playing fantasy football, to think of something like that was unfathomable. Fathomable.
Unfathomable.
Unfallible. Whatever that fancy word is.
Infallible.
Yeah.
That means you're not wrong.
Okay. Yeah, so defenses can lose you points, so don't be scared. If you can't find a good defense that's at least going to get you a couple points, go without it. Because you're playing it week to week anyways. If you want to win your league, you're playing your defense and your kicker week to week. You're drafting your quarterback late. You're paying attention to the AFCEastieBoys because we done gave you 4 or 5 worthy quarterbacks that you can pull at the end of your draft, and they can get you through your season with enough points to help you win. You know why? Because you drafted all your money points rounds 1 through 8 with all your high-level wide receivers and all your high-performing running backs. That's where all your points are coming from. Your wide receivers and your running backs are scoring 20 to 30 points a week for you every single week. So your quarterback doesn't have to put up 30. You don't need him to, because you're getting 150.
Exactly.
You're getting 150 from 5 spots, and you still have your tight end, your defense, your kicker, and your quarterback to go.
That's 5 slots on your team every week. That's the majority of your team is wide receivers and running backs and flex. And flex can be tight end too, yes, don't get me wrong. But most flex is going to be a running back or a high-end wide receiver.
Mm-hmm. And by running back, we're hoping that you grab receiving running backs first, and then you get your non-receiving running backs second. Because obviously if you're in a points per reception league, receptions matter. If you're not in a points per reception league, then yards matter. And then ignore the whole reception running back thing. Just get your running back. Because they're all the same at that point.
Get you a nice, healthy running back who's going to run motherfuckers over and get 7 yards of a down.
I guarantee you in non-PPR leagues, Derrick Henry's a lot higher. And that's the one
Probably, because he's an ox, dude. He's so big.
But that's the one thing that hurts him for PPR leagues is because he's not really a receiving back. But, like...
Yeah, he doesn't really catch.
I still think he's first round worthy because, like, the production's going to be there. The yards are going to be there. The touchdowns are going to be there. The points are going to be there. So it's like, even though he's not getting you points per reception, he's still putting up 20 to 30 points a week. Like, period.
I'll say it now. He's probably going to make Derrick Henry's probably going to make over 1,000 yards this season.
Well, you already seen me do it. You seen the Adam Sandler clip, right? Where Adam Sandler said if he hits 2K yards, he'll put him in a movie. You seen Travis Kelce and Adam Sandler too? Or Happy Gilmore too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said if he hits over 2K?
If he hits 2K yards rushing, Adam Sandler will put him in one of his movies. And, like, this came up This came up because Dan Le Batard.
Meanwhile, I'm over here just guaranteeing 1,000 yards. I'm just guaranteeing 1,000 yards. Well, Derrick Henry's going to go over 1,000 yards. Plus whatever right that is on a DraftKings or fucking Hard Rock Bets, whatever you want to say, take that. Derrick Henry, before the season starts, over 1,000 yards for the season rushing. Scrimmage, probably over 1,500.
Don't agree with it? That's too bad.
You don't agree with that?
Like and subscribe anyways.
Like and subscribe
anyways.
But yeah, so where that started from is Dan Le Batard. He does a show, and he's had Adam Sandler on his show quite a few times, and I guess Derrick Henry watches it, and he's a big fan of Adam Sandler, and he was on the show one time, and, like, they got talking.
I mean, who's not?
Yeah, of course. I mean, and so they got talking about Adam Sandler, and he was like, yeah, I'm a big Adam Sandler fan. I'd love for you to, like, give me, like, an opportunity to like, meet him or something. And then, like, Dan Le Batard, like, went overboard and was like, I'll get you in one of his movies or something. And, like, kind of, like, gave Derrick Henry's a promise. And then, like, went to Adam Sandler and, like, was like, hey, Adam Sandler, like, I made a promise for you. To Derrick Henry, but then Adam Sandler went and sent Derrick Henry a video letting him know, like, if he got to 2K yards that he would put him in one of the movies. That's why you seen that Adam Sandler in that Derrick Henry clip.
Well, Adam Sandler's also a big time football fan. He's had multiple football stars in his movies before, notably The Longest Yard, uh,
One of the
with
best.
more than one cameo.
Definitely the most comedic football movie. It's not the best rendition of a football movie, but like it's still like on that list of must watches.
Well, even when you look back to some of his earlier stuff, I mean, Mr. Deeds, he owned the Jets in Mr. Deeds. He owned the team. And he had Vinny Testaverde on there, and they made a little bit joke about it, and they had fun with it, and they had a good time.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I've only watched Mr. Deeds like once, and that was like a real long time ago. And I didn't pay attention to that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch.
Yeah,
it.
no, you probably would have laughed really hard because he totally fired the Jets quarterback and told him to kick rocks.
I'm definitely gonna have to go back and watch that now. I do remember one thing from Mr. Deeds, right? That's the movie where he's like, "I'm very, very sneaky, sir."
Sneaky, sneaky, yes, very sneaky.
Very, very sneaky. That was I do remember that from Mr. Deeds. That's like what stuck with me my whole life from that movie.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky. But yeah, so Mondays we don't know if we're gonna be we're probably gonna be moving to the morning times for the season, right? What we discussed.
That's what we discussed.
We'll have our weekly predictions for you, just like last year. We'll have our weekly predictions for you, so you guys can put out your picks. You can do your weekly pick'ems. We'll have our recap from the week before. We'll have our shenanigans. Maybe Goel will show back up with us. We'd love for people to hop on and talk football with us when we're doing recaps and shit. Definitely leave comments in the comment section. Definitely, if you're not scared, you can hit that Discord link and you can jump on up. And then games, you're not gonna want to miss that. Like, you can go back and watch the highlight video. You'll see some of the games we get live, get wild. Goel gets really wild. He calls me boring, but he gets a little out of hand sometimes.
I could see that.
We got the Mike Gesicki photo giveaway going on. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Hit that share. Tag us when you share us. And then comment videos. Whoever shows the most love. Once we hit 500, it's yours. DCC's coming up. Be on the lookout for that. Dolphins Challenge Cancer. Trying to raise $100 million. I, myself, am trying to raise $2,500 for them this year. And I said that for every $500 we raise, I will run 1 mile every day up until the DCC, and then I will run around the track 3 times. So if we raise $2,500, it'll be 5 miles a day.
This man's skinny enough. He's going to wither away doing 5 miles.
I used to walk 12 miles to work, bro. Come on now.
I'm not saying you can walk. Walking and running are different, man.
Well, I mean,
Somebody get this man some water. He's melting.
he's melting. Especially out here in this Florida sun, bro.
Florida sun ain't no joke. Stay hydrated.
Waffles, Charlie's Choice Collectibles. We got a sale going on there. Macari link in the description. There's something right there. That flag that's in the background. The Brett Favre statue. There's plush octopuses. There's costumes, clothing, jerseys, shoes, accessories, games, movies. You name it. This man's got it.
We got birthday gifts for your kids, for your friends. We got a bunch of NFL apparel, Baltimore jersey, jackets. I just recently sold Cincinnati Bengals hoodie. He wanted to be like Joe Burrow, hiding the hoodie. I understand.
You also sold that cheetah jersey too, didn't you?
Yep, we did. We did. We got rid of well, we didn't get rid of. We sold the Cheetah Tyreek Hill Cheetah print Dolphins jersey, NFL sponsored logo and everything. It was cool. No,
How much did they get that for?
$21. $21 for the
21
awesome jersey.
bucks. You know what else he's got for you guys?
And
Penalty flags. Must have.
we got penalty flags and coaches challenge flags.
Those are some must-haves for any football fan. Can throw them around the house.
And we could do deals. We're not stingy. I got one of each flag for 15, but if you want two of each, we'll do it. We'll do it.
We'll do it. If you use code AFCEastieBoys, he'll give you a special discount.
Bingo.
When you go to
Like and subscribe, send an offer.
Mm-hmm. And he'll give you a special discount.
We'll get that out to you in 3 days flat.
You got anything else before we get out of here? It's getting late.
Oh, man. I can't think of anything else that I was going to talk about. At least not tonight. We'll have more for you as the days get closer and closer to this kickoff.
Oh yeah, we're getting down to the wire on our countdown too. We got 10 days tomorrow. 10 days.
The nitty-gritty.
Tomorrow. That's a tough one too. I don't know what we're gonna do for number 10. We're gonna have to figure that one out.
I'm sure we could find a team that's only won 10 games in a season.
Oh yeah, that would be easy. But that's kind of too easy. That was like, you see me, I had pulled something out of my ass for today at 11, week 11.
Well, yeah, that was wild.
But I mean, like, if you look at it, it is a very intriguing week. You know, like a lot of divisional games, and like if you think about it, like some of those games are gonna mean playoff implications. Like that Detroit and that Eagles game, that could be for number 1 seed implications right there. Whoever wins that game might get number 1 seed, because that'd be the tiebreaker. Only on the AFCEastieBoys do we try and predict the future.
We love predicting the future. Sometimes we get it right.
Yeah. We got it right quite a few times last year, to be honest. I still haven't gone back, and I still didn't go back and like go through our prediction record to see what we ended. But this
See what
year,
our percentage of accurate to inaccurate.
yeah, but this year for sure, like I'm gonna keep track of that stuff, and you gotta help me keep track of that stuff, so that we can keep track of our record, so that we know like if we're like 170, then that's not really a good average. We've got to get better. But I think we did better than
Agreed.
that last year.
I think we did too.
I didn't go back and look at it because I know one week there was a couple weeks where you only missed like 1 or 2 games. I know there was one week where I only missed 1 game, and then like there was one week where we did really bad. But I think everybody did bad that week, even Vegas. Like it was just a bad week. That was the week where like everybody was upset. You remember that? Yeah.
They did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, for real. Well, all right, guys.
They didn't want to pay us the money.
It's been fun. It's been another good episode of End Zone to End Zone, getting you guys ready for your fantasy football.
I'm Charlie Waffles.
Cat in the Hat.
And that right there, Cat in the Hat.
Peace out.
Peace out from the AFCEastieBoys with love
Gets a pass to the
to
left
you.
From Tua, about a 4-yard pass, and then he gets about another 16 yards. Yak to add to it. First down, Miami Dolphins. Let's effing go.
Oh,
Yeah. I had to kick Cat in the Hat out. He was fucking boring. I was watching him in the background. He didn't know it, but he was fucking boring. I had to kick him out. Tua under center. Let's fucking go. Mostert with the ball. Ooh, he juggles. He goes to the right. He's rushing. He's got a hole. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Oh, and Buffalo gets the fucking ball back. This is why you gotta trade Raheem Mostert. I'm fucking telling you. Yeah, I'm fucking telling you. Trade that motherfucker.
the outro.
What's up, man? I hope his knee was down
I don't know if his knee was down before that ball came out. Oh my gosh, that's a clear fucking fumble. No way. Oh my god. Mostert. No. No.
Anyways, draft's coming up. A lot of teams need QBs, and you need a job, you bum. Got any teams you hope don't take a QB?
Nope. You know, Matt, I have actually not put much thought into that. I have a lot going on right now, and it's just not, I'm not thinking about it. Not at all.
So maybe the Saints?
I was actually going to
And
look
the
up
only
some stuff
reason I
now
got this
for tomorrow.
One, probably a field goal like the rest of the Patriots games.
Yeah, I'll
have been.
take care of it.
But the Jets
I
are
take
gonna
him to
definitely
school
get
in the
a win.
morning, and
And
I'll
then we start the
do the
1
video
o'clock
when I
slip.
get
They
home.
won with Malik Willis and they
About
did
8,
by running
8:30.
the ball. Tennessee over the Titans. And then we got the Bears and the Colts. The ball, so he's kind of went run eccentric over there in the Chargers. And they got the Dolphins.
Yeah, the only thing I got to do
Seahawks.
tomorrow before I go to work is
I got a lot of questions.
get some
We're
more
not
stuff
letting
posted. I
loud
did some more
score
shopping
in the
today.
second half, and we're gonna fix this season. Anyway, so the Panthers and the Raiders. This is
I did.
well.
I
Not a
got
hard
this
one to
shirt,
call.
bro.
I
You're
don't
gonna
know.
love it. You're
I
gonna
may have
absolutely
to
love
switch
it.
next year.
It says on the front,
I can't go
it's
through
all
the pain and
orange,
suffering like
and in
this.
the
This is
Dolphins
rough.
teal,
This is a
it
rough
says Tom Brady
fuck
sucks,
year. Yes, it was.
and on the
indeed.
back it
Anyways,
says Belichick swallows.
So, Cat and Hat here. Joel over there. We gonna break down Wild Card Weekend for you. We
Obviously,
got
it's a little
lot of
old.
games
You know, the
coming
references
up.
are a little
Oh,
old, but
Super exciting. We got some upsets for you.
God, I gotta show up and bring the fun, guys. You know,
it's
this
a
guy
banger.
kinda had- he's boring. Boring.
It's a throw.
Can you
It
just
could be a throwback
serious for
Thursday shirt.
once, Goel? I mean, we have some great games to talk about. Just for once, just let's be serious. Let's talk about some football. Can we
Word.
do that?
Stout couple of games that they've been playing, but this is going to decide, right now who's going to be second place in the division. So I'm
There
going
you go.
Jets all the way. Jets, Jets for the win. We're taking it. With the Browns, the Giants have just been loser fest, and they're going to continue 0 wins, 3 losses. Moving on out of potential with Tua in questionable consideration. Even if they throw in a backup quarterback, they still got a lot of options for him to throw the ball to. They're not going to be as in sync as they were the last couple of weeks, and that's why I'm
That's kinda
going with
cool.
Seahawks over the Dolphins for
For you. Now, there's a lot of homework that goes into this. We don't just look at stats and look at numbers. No, we take a lot of factors into consideration when picking these running backs for your fantasy. T. Tracy Jr. Now, I know a lot of you were saying, what, Cat? Are you seeing his first year
Now, when you
ruling
say
the backfield
flagholder,
in
you mean,
Miami? He's going to be the number. My next running back
Oh,
on
okay,
this
yeah,
list
yeah,
at
yeah.
number
Run that on the
3
field with the
is
flag and
B.
shit.
But, he's going to get the touchdowns. He's going to get the receptions. Trust me, if you get the chance to get him.
That'd be pretty cool.
You're number 1. None other than the king. That's right. Adam Sandler put this guy on a mission this year. This guy is going to literally put the Baltimore Ravens on the first guy. He gets past the first guy. It's probably going to turn into a touchdown. So he's 6 once we realize how he comes back off of his injury. He hasn't really had a full year. At your own risk. It could pay off, but...
Sunday at 3 p.m., we're going to have the high-flying Eagles putting their defense to the test against the Los Angeles Rams.
Do
Are
that.
pretty high-scoring,
Imagine
led
how
by
they would feel
Matthew
seeing their
Stafford,
daddy on
Cooper
the
Kupp,
field carrying the
Puka
flag,
Nakua,
though.
and they're on a mission right now. They're trying to win another Super Bowl so Matthew Stafford can punch his ticket to the Hall of Fame, because without another Super Bowl, he might not make it there. But them Eagles this year, ooh, with Saquon
Yeah, both y'all
Barkley,
out
I
there,
don't know
though.
why he's not in MVP conversations with over 2,000 rushing yards on the season. Don't forget that little backwards hurdle he did back in week 8. Oh, it was amazing. So let's go. It's going to be a good one. Good battle between these two teams on the NFC side. Who's going to go to the NFC Championship? Fly, Eagles, fly.
It's going to be in Orchard Park, and it is going to be chilly. Forecast says it's going to be 12 degrees with a wind chill of -2. Derrick Henry pushing close
Bangity
to
bang
2,000
bang.
yards. Lamar Jackson. That makes the team
All right,
have
Pimpin.
over.
What's up, guys? Today
I was
we're
trying
gonna give
to.
you our Week 12 picks.
Yeah, you heard him. Week 12 is in the house at the Dolphins.
Patriots.
You know who I'm going for. I think we need to find a new home for this guy. He's in the wrong